Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Reality Kingdom, where we talk all things reality TV or whatever. I'm your host Pharaoh. I am upset. I'm joined by our co-host Lee. Lee, how you feeling?
I'm doing good. Well, I just saw the tweet you made about the episode. Stop calling this married man with kids your man.
I think he's gonna think like, oh, that's my man. Like, we're bros.
But that's not what you mean.
But I don't know if he knows that's what I mean. If y'all don't know what we talk about, follow us on Twitter at @TRealityKingdom. I posted a tweet, and the tweet says, "My man is on the road to the win. I know that's right!" Exclamation point. At Jesse_L_Lopez.
You need to leave that man alone. We're trying to get an interview. He's scared.
He might think he has a wife, but I'm his wife.
His island wife. You're his island wife? His podcast wife.
If I was the wife, I would have never turned my back on that man. I would have never looked sideways. I would have stayed looking at him. But anyways, y'all, the reason I'm upset is because it's giving my man might not win the season. Now, I know Jesse ate it up. Strategy-wise. Deserving-wise. But I had a theory last episode. If you didn't see our last podcast, shit, go check it out.
What?
But this episode, I just feel like my theory was confirmed. The theory was, hypothetically, that Carla or Cody was going to get out now. I actually thought it was Cody, but it was Carla. No, it was Cody. I was right. The fuck?
You're right.
I thought Carla was going to get out after that. And I thought Jesse was going to lose fire making and that the final three would be flop 1, flop 2, and flop 3. And I still think that could be true.
It's giving that. It is giving that because the idols are gone. The idols are gone. And then Jesse, he has the last one, Janine's idol. Likely he'll play it at top 5. If that happens, then we're looking at him going into fire making. And can Jesse win fire making? I haven't seen him make fire all day.
All day. Season. Minute.
So I don't know if he can make fire.
And if he can't make fire, and that's the thing, if Jesse lose, Jeff should feel stupid. Because the twist that he created to help his white brethren win the game a few seasons back has been proven to be dumb multiple times. But I think it will especially be dumb this season if Jesse loses fire making. Because if Jesse loses fire making, you have 3 terrible people in the final 3 when you could have had a good player. But because you wanted to add this dumbass twist,
which I still don't get why. I really don't.
They added it to help Ben win the game,
and he did not deserve. Shout out to Chrissy. We'll always give 10 to Chrissy. She deserves to win. She deserves to win.
Shout out to Chrissy. Period. They said, "Damn, Pharaoh calling it out, huh? Calling it all out." I don't know what to tell y'all. But y'all, let's get into this motherfucking episode. So if you recall, last episode, Daddy Jesse was running it then. So the plan that he created was that we're going to gag Carla, pretend we're voting out Cassidy, but actually vote out, who the fuck went home? Who went home?
Was it Noelle? No.
Sammy. Actually vote out Sammy. Irrelevant ass.
Child.
Girl, I forgot he was there.
Blurring blind.
But anyway, so that's what happened. He gagged her up, got out Sammy, boom. So coming home, we have Owen.
Well, he didn't even fully gag her because she ended up voting with them.
But he fully gagged her because she voted with him and then let Cassidy know what the fuck was this episode. But yeah, she did vote with him. But so we come back from the tribal, and Owen finally decides to play the game on day 29 of.
Well, no, this is the first time he's attempted to play because he attempts to play all the time. No, I'm saying he attempts to play. He'll have a diary room saying, I'm gonna make sure this person goes home this round. That's my plan. That's my goal.
And it doesn't do anything.
He'll have one conversation and it will go nowhere. So this was the conversation he was going to have. His weekly conversation.
That went nowhere.
That goes nowhere.
So Owen has this, you're right, because he does talk. So Owen has this weekly conversation that goes nowhere. And he explained, first of all, we get him explaining the vote. And this is why I just know Owen gonna win fire making. Because I see no other reason. Because this is my thing. Listen, y'all. Listen. So this is my thing. My thing is, if Owen beats Jesse in fire making, you have to remember.
I'm going to kill myself.
Yes, you have to remember the producers and Jeff don't want their twist fire making to be looked at as terrible. So the only justification to build Owen up heavily is if he beats the rightful winner in fire
That
making.
makes sense.
So I know Owen beats Jesse in fire making because they don't want their twist to look terrible. And it will if Owen beats Owen, the person who's done nothing all season, beats Jesse, the person who ran the season in fire making. They're gonna
And you know what?
Egg on their face.
I feel like that
I
definitely
guarantee it. It's
that
happening.
makes sense because if I'm not mistaken, didn't Mike beat
Yes.
he beat Jonathan?
He beat
in
the
fire
fourth
making?
place person, whoever got fourth.
I forget who it was.
It was Jonathan. It was Jonathan.
And Mike, he had a very huge edit, and he did do work as a player. I do think he was kind of one of the bigger players, especially towards the end. But I remember his edit being very huge, and a lot of people felt like his edit was better than Mary Ann's, which is why a lot of people thought that he deserved to win over her. So I can definitely see that logic.
Yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen. I think it would be a shame, I think, to the producers and to Jeff to not overly edit the person who beats the main girl of the season in fire.
Yeah, because they love this.
They have to look good, and it would look terrible if Owen, like, let's say they edited Owen properly, no shade, but he didn't do anything, and he beats Jesse in fire making. We would be like, what the fuck? This is a terrible twist, and we would hate Survivor forever, which I still will, and I will still acknowledge it's a terrible twist because it is. But they don't think we're that smart, and honestly, a lot of the casual fans are not. A lot of the casual fans, we love Owen. So when if Owen beats Jesse in fire making, I think a lot of the fans will be happy.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people will.
We'll see if it happens.
Like even if Owen were to win, which I am thinking is least likely now. I'm still not 100% sold that he won't, to be honest. But if he were to win, I can see a lot of people calling him a pretty great player, even though relatively, I mean, he really hasn't done anything
at all.
But his edit, people will like him, so they're gonna just assume he's also a good player, which is kind of what happens. But we moved.
So Owen says his goal is to drive a wedge between Cassidy and Carla, even though Jesse already did that with the entire plan that he made. And Owen talks to Cassidy, and he basically says, "Girl, Carla tried to vote you." And
it's like, Owen, sit the hell out.
Mind you, Cassidy didn't even believe it because she needed to speak to Jesse to actually believe it later in the episode. So it's like, I hate to undermine him, but I love to undermine him because the edit is doing the most. So Owen told Cassidy, but honestly, she wasn't even gagged. She said she was gagged in the diary room, but we see later that she still needs extra confirmation because what the fuck is Owen? No shit. But anyways, after this, Cassidy's gagged a little bit. She's like, I'm pissed because if Carla was coming after me, then fuck her basically. And it's like, go girl. Probably for this season, unfortunately. After this, Cassidy talks to Carla. She calls her out. Carla lies. Honestly, when Carla lies, I'd be like, Carla lying. I don't think Carla's that good of a liar at all. I would be listening and be like, you're fucking lying. So Carla basically has
I will say it definitely did not give believable at all.
At all. Carla has a diary room and she was like, I'm lying and it's given she doesn't believe me. So let me start crying. So she starts crying and she doesn't even start crying good. Like the tears are not coming. You're just whimpering a little bit. It was bad. It was just bad. But after that, basically Carla was like, I promise you I wasn't voting you out. Ask Jesse.
Shout out. And my thing is, as soon as she said that, I was like, why would she try to use another player in the game as her scapegoat? Well, this is a game. Like, Jesse has no reason to lie for you at all.
So Carla and Jesse talk. Carla preps him a little bit. And Jesse has a diary. And Carla's like, I need to win an Emmy. Like, I'm that girl. Like, oh my God, give me my money. Jesse has a diary and he's like, I could lie. I could just tell the truth. So he talks to Cassidy. And Cassidy is like, no, Cassidy not even talking. We see Jesse talking. He's like, everything everybody telling you about Carla, that's true. She wanted you out. Cassidy's like, noted. So Jesse put that in the bud. Cassidy and Carla beefing. Well, at least Cassidy beefing with Carla. I don't know Carla thinking, but Carla was one-sided beefing with Cassidy, but now they So we get to the reward challenge, and it's like, reward at top 6? Give it up. But we get to the reward challenge.
Fill up these episodes.
Girl. So the challenge is one player will be in a ball, strapped in a ball. The other two will be blindfolded, rolling them through an obstacle course.
Survivor Classic.
And then they will go to a maze, and then they got to complete the maze or whatever. So we get the people in the ball. Owen's in the ball, and his people pushing are Cody and Carla. Cassidy's in the other ball. Her people pushing are Gabler and Jesse. So quite literally off the rip, Owen and them was pushing in the lead.
They were eating it up.
They stayed in the lead. So they got all the way to the maze.
Cassidy and them were going all off the field.
To the left.
Wasn't really getting down any of the passages. Like, it was bad. They ran into Carla at one point.
So Cassidy and them did not make it to the maze fast at all, but Owen and them did. So they started doing the maze honestly a good amount of time before Cassidy and them. So I'm thinking, oh, of course they're gonna win. But then Cassidy and them catch up. They start doing their maze, and I'm like, damn, they at the end. They neck and neck.
Because, the other two players, they're pushing them out and they're blindfolded. So even when putting the player in the ball to prop them up to watch the puzzle, they have to align them up so the player in the ball could watch what's going on and guide them. They slapped Cassidy up there. She basically laid down. Horizontal in the ball. She's like, it's good. Just go. Come on. And then the fact that they actually started catching up, I was like, Owen, you flop. No shade. Owen.
No, literally struggling child. So basically, Owen and them eventually end up winning. They get the maze, so they're gonna get the reward.
Like, period. Because at the end of the day, yeah, my sister Carla is ticking down. No shade, and on the game level, these last few rounds. But I still want my sister to be as safe as possible and to go on every reward because she deserves it.
Period. She's that girl.
Period.
But she deserves.
When you're a mother.
Carla
is the mother of Survivor 43.
Hashtag the
mother.
So after that, we go to the sanctuary. So at the sanctuary is Carla, Owen, and Gordy. And they have pastries and shit.
I would love to get pastry reward.
It's me, I'm eating, so I don't care what they eating. So Carla, essentially, they're all talking, and Carla's like, to be honest, y'all, I think I just have a big ass target on my back, and I'm so scared. And she's having a diary room in this moment, and she's like, I have an idol, and I think everybody's starting to know, but I think I can play in their face a little bit. And that's the thing. Carla's a smart gal, but not smart enough.
She's been caught up. She has been caught up.
She just got caught up because this worked. She starts crying. She pretends she's very, very vulnerable and not safe. She walks up, and dumbass Owen and not that smart Cody talk, and basically they're like, "Oh my god, I believe her." And it's like, please.
But it's like, why
do they believe her?
But even though they believe her, the fact that she doesn't have an idol, they're still like, well, she's supposed to be a vote this round. Yeah. So it's like she really, really, really messed up because, and also, it's kind of gave this episode specifically. We've been seeing all the women have been going home, but I was like, what is wrong with you? What's going on? Calm down.
I didn't think you were gonna stop talking.
But anyways, I feel like we've been watching it, and all the women have been going home, but there hasn't been a solidified guys alliance. But I feel like Cody this episode, there is some kind of unspoken bond within the men because it gave very much the guys in Final Four. We're gonna go to Final Four together, whoop de whoop de whoop, and get these last two girls out. And that's why I just didn't understand why Carla was so for going after Cassidy, because not only is she your ally, but it's also clear that all the women have been getting out, babe. And that decision to target her I feel like is what's going to cost her the rest of this game. Like, it's costing her this round, lost her this idol. It's just so many negative things have been happening since she decided to do that.
I agree. Unfortunately. So, the plan is for the boys to either get out Carla if she doesn't win immunity, or Cassidy if she doesn't win immunity, depending on who wins immunity, because they know the girls are the it girls, clearly. They know who's going to win immunity. So they're like, one of them got to go. It don't matter. The risk is that if Carla has an idol, but now they don't necessarily think it. So they're like, I don't know. Back at camp, it's Gabler, Cassidy, and Jesse because they lost. And essentially, Gabler has a diary room. And he's like, there's a lot of strong players that got to go, but a lot of people not seeing me as that strong it girl. But really, I'm the shit girl. Because Gabler essentially is like, I'm that silent assassin. I'm right in your face and y'all not getting me out. Like, I'm literally.
And it's like, I don't know. Like the Gabler winner edit. I'm here for it. Because
I would rather him win.
100%.
Than them other
because, me and Phil have basically speculated these last few parties. Like, we do not think Carla or Jesse can likely win. We don't know. And I'm hoping that Jesse just wins at this point. He really deserves it. But if it's not Jesse or Carla, it needs to be Gabler. Like, I'm sorry, it needs to be Gabler. He 100% deserves it.
And if it's not Gabler, Noelle needs to get back in the game, and then she needs to win. And if it's
Noelle,
not her, somebody not them. Anybody.
James.
Like, literally, Sammy, James, Noelle, shit, Janine. The whole fucking jury. Like, no offense, but if it's not Jesse Carla or Gabler, NECA can come back and she can win the Edge of Extinction, come back with an idol, and then win the game, and I'll be fine. I would rather that. And when I'm rathering an Edge of Extinction, it's bad. So, essentially, Gabler and them agreed that the three of them just need to work together. Fuck it, we could be the final three. Who cares? And essentially, they start agreeing and they start spitting a lot of information. So Jesse's like, well, Cody got his idol, so it's going to be hard to vote Cody. But we can't vote Carla. We don't really know if she has an idol. And Cassidy's like, she has an idol, baby. And they're like, she does?
Spit like, all that tea. And that's another thing. Like,
right up.
The situation was handled so sloppily because you were saying how much you want Cassidy to go because you're scared that she knows about your idol. But then you're putting it in other people's hands to help lie for you. Like, why would they help lie for you? I just don't get it. And not all your tea is being spilled.
That's top 6, girl. So basically, they were like, okay, we can either vote Cody and Carla because it's like the pretending that it's the three of them together. And so Jesse has a diary room, and he's like, Gabler's right. Cody does have that idol, doesn't he? Well, kind of, because I got it. But still kind of got it. And I don't like that. And he's also like, Carla has an idol, too. So one of the polls got it. Like, oh. Oh, that's right. So after this, the girls come back from the trip, and we see Gabler and Cody have a conversation, and they basically talk about Carla's idol, and they're like, we could just split the votes between Carla and Cassidy. That's been the narrative with the guys. Carla or Cassidy, Carla or Cassidy. And so they're basically like, one of the boys just need to win immunity, period. We go to immunity. Dramatic ass music.
Oh, Lord.
Dramatic ass music. They playing like the music like as if we going to war, babe.
Like, girl, this is the immunity. This is the immunity, okay?
If your status ain't hood, then I'm not checking for you. Like, they was crazy. Then they start playing some hood music. Like, imagine we walking into the immunity challenge slow-mo. If your status ain't hood. So, you gotta, what you gotta do? You gotta race through some ropes, untie some motherfucking codes, bitch. It's gonna show you some numbers. You gotta put the numbers on the code thing, solve the code, take it out. Walk up a motherfucking rope. What's it called? A net. When you get to the top of the net, you got to solve the puzzle. Same shit every round. No shade. So we start off, and they have to go over this first net, and then you can start untying your shit. And when they go over the first net, Carla done banged her head open, and it's like, damn, because Carla been getting hurt. Carla been getting hurt in the game.
Carla, baby. These last few rounds have just been bad for my sister.
It's like, you know what? At this point, it's just about legacy for me because the girl's not winning. And it's like every episode is like, damn. It's like hurting to watch. It's like watching somebody fall off a cliff. I don't know. But so they start untying the shit, and Cody is in the lead, daddy. And at
not daddy.
Yes. At this point, Daddy Jesse is in the back, and it's like, damn. And Jesse hasn't won now in immunity. And it's
well, you don't need to when you're hashtag that girl.
You don't need to when you hashtag that girl.
When is Jesse going home? Has he gotten the vote?
He hasn't gotten any votes the entire time.
Give me Besso.
So, Jesse has not won in immunity, and Jeff makes it clear to say that.
Like, damn, Jeff, shut the hell up. Shit. Jesse has not won shit all season.
I understand because everyone else here has one in immunity, and it's like, ooh, everyone in top 6 is one immunity, but you, girl, like, but he's running.
When you're winning the game,
when you're running the game,
I'm
probably gonna lose because of dumbass twist. I mean, a hood rat twist, huh? So I need to start singing. So Jesse's in the last at first. When they get to the code, Jesse does the code, and it's like he's in first, and Jesse's like, oh! Jesse's in first now. And it's like, clearly, maybe he needs something to work with that mind. You know, he's not a run and go under a rope and twist out of a mud pit type of nigga. He's a solve a code type of nigga. You know what I'm saying? So he's in first. After him, it's like Owen or somebody, but Owen done lost his key. He had to run back. So eventually, Jesse gets up first, and he starts doing his little upside down hanging bat puzzle. I
Mhm.
like the hanging puzzles. I would hate to complete one.
Yeah, those look hard.
It just looks confusing. I
Especially
don't want to do it.
They usually do the
It's
fish one,
hot.
which is way bigger and like so many other pieces. Like it's just too. It's too much. That's too much.
Too much. Too much for me. So, boom. Everybody ends up getting up but Carla, and I'm like, damn. So Carla's still solving her code. But she gets her code, she gets up, and she ends up being in the lead for the puzzle. And it's like, what do you think about Carla?
See, when your mother,
she's gonna be in that top two, or she's gonna win. But so she's in the lead, and then right behind her is Cassidy, and then Cody is on their ass too. So it's like the three of them completing their puzzle really fast. Boom, she twists her ankle. And it's like, Carla. The Carla like storyline this episode, it was just like, damn. So she twists her ankle, and it's like, I feel like if it was me and I twist my ankle, sure that shit hurt, but I don't have time.
Yeah.
But like she's taking so much time.
No, like it was so
let
crazy.
It hurt. And it's like, girl, it's gonna hurt whether you stopped or not. Go.
It was like her body started breaking down. Like that really, it was over at that point, and it was like, Carla, get up, Carla, stand up.
So she finally gets done breaking down, and then Cassidy's getting a check, and he's like, check, and Jeff is like, Cassidy is wrong.
It's wrong.
Gagged her real quick. So Cassidy had to continue to go, and at this point, Carla actually has a chance to catch up. Cody is on their ass, and Cassidy's fixing it up.
And it's like, honestly, I'm like, anybody but Cody. I did not want Cody to get this immunity.
And boom, Cassidy gets immunity.
Period.
Like, girl, she is. That's the thing. Cassidy and Carla have won a lot of immunities between the two of them.
It's giving like, mother and mother.
Mother one and mother two. The fuck? So after this, Cassidy's immune, and Carla kind of has a diary room. She's like, she's immune, but I still have my idol. So if I feel like I'm in danger, then I'm playing that thing. Period. So back at camp, we get a talk between Owen and Gabler. Mm-hmm. They're basically like, damn, Carla and Cody both got idols, so it could just be me, you, or Jesse, and that would suck. So we really got to
know it's not Jesse.
Right. So it's either me or you. They were scared, shook, panicked. And then after this, we get strategist Cody, who comes out in every blue moon. And this was the blue moon that he wanted to approach her. And this is the thing. Cody has always been strategic, but at the very beginning of him being strategic, I used to shade him and be like, Jesse just running him. And that's not true. Jesse wasn't running him. He had his own strategy. It's just Jesse was always one step ahead.
Well, also too, Cody's strategy always included Jesse to a very large margin. That's why it was really hard to kind of give Cody all of those 10s, in my opinion, is because he really relied a lot on Jesse. You know what I mean? Like, even this round, I think this was this round, like, it was definitely fully him if the plan had gone through. But even now, we see he took the reins of this plan. Mostly, it didn't work out, and he went home at the hands of Jesse. And that's mainly because of his trust in Jesse, giving Jesse his idol to hold. Like, Jesse's some goddamn item keeper. I don't know. Gatekeeper. I don't know. Like, what the fuck?
Why do you have my idol?
Somebody idol to hold.
Why do you have my idol for this long? I understand when he held it that one round. You didn't ask for your idol. Why has Jesse been holding this man idol like he said, his gatekeeper, like he his mama? You got to give your mama your money.
And I think it's because, and that's really his downfall. I mean, his loyalty to him in that way. It really was.
And that's the thing. I think a lot of I'm gonna be honest, men have like a very strong loyalty to their male counterpart. We saw it with Mike and Jonathan last season. They was like damn near on lock for a lot of the time. And we always see these like male pairs do that. And a lot of the time the women don't do the same thing. But that's because honestly, the women be trying to win. Like if Cody was trying to win, Jesse should not. First of all, why does he have your idol? Second of all, he should have been going home this round. If Cody was trying to win, Cody knew how smart he was. But Jesse was trying to win. And we'll see that later. So essentially at this point, Cody talks to Carla. And the plan was, he said, Carla, girl, I got an idol. And Carla was like, I have an idol as well. I got an idol. And Cody was like, you want to go to Final Four with me? And honestly, I'm not going to lie. He would have probably gagged me too. I could see myself being like, ooh, you want to take me to Final Four? And he was like, me, you, and Jesse, that's 3 votes. If we tell everyone we're both going to play our idols no matter what, they're going to be scared. So Owen has to vote Gabler. Gabler has to vote Owen. So we can make sure one of them go, and we both still got our idols at Final 5. We both make it to Final 4. Carla has a dye room. Ooh, I love this.
And I was
plan.
hoping, similar to the Sammy situation, when he pitched Cassidy, that she was gonna have the dining room and she was gonna be like, "But I'm not doing that. This plan is stupid. Here's what I want to do." No. And essentially the plan, at least Carla kind of explains it this way, is to threaten the other players by stating you're gonna play your idol. That way they're too scared to vote.
I like that strategy.
And I like the strategy. It's just it's not I don't think it necessarily works here. I don't think it fully works here, especially because they didn't tend to play their idols. So I just feel like that just leaves too much up in the air. I just think it wasn't really even her plan to begin with. It's just
that's the problem. The
why
problem is you should never go with someone else's
It was just
plan.
like, oh God, Carla.
I just feel like, hold on. I gotta comment on myself. I love when people talk about me. Pharaoh, what is your sign, bro? We think so much alike. You be taking the words right out of my mouth. Girl, I'm a Libra. And I feel like it just embodies, you know? So check into that. Anyways, oh, and Lee's a Pisces. So check into that.
Let me put my business out there.
No, I just feel like if I start talking about zodiacs, we gotta start talking about zodiacs. And Carla gives Gemini because she cannot make a decision. But anyways, so what happened was Carla was very, very excited about this. So, and this is the issue. If a plan is not yours, why are you going with it? I'm not
this late in the game.
I'm never in any show going with a plan that's not mine. And that's what Jesse did. And that's what Omar did. Omar and Jesse are very similar in that way. They could get told a plan and they're not gonna give a fuck. They're gonna be like, oh, well, that's clearly
because if it does not help them.
Any plan that's told to you is better for that person. And Jesse and Omar were very capable of recognizing that. And
but that's the thing, though. But that's the thing, though. Carla knows that Jesse and Cody were close, at least in her mind. So you're okay with going to top 4 with a pair?
Because top 4 is just fire making, and I think she's thinking they'll take each other to five. They'd rather take each other out than her. I don't know. I'm trying to justify it. I think she's thinking, why would they go to the final 3 with each other? So maybe she can get taken. I don't know, girl.
I don't know. I just don't see how she.
And then she's mad at Cassidy.
I just wish she would have put more thought into that plan because
I don't
who's your ally? You don't have Cassidy no more. You don't talk to
Cody and Jesse.
And it's like a duo.
I think they're the only people talking to her.
I guess. I mean, it really don't matter.
But because
Jesse
she shut out
turn on Cody,
so
but it's just like
not for her.
Not for her.
Oh, girl.
Kinda. It was kind of because her going home.
Oh my God, this is crazy. That girl, the person who asked for my thing is an Aries, and it's like that makes sense because Aries and Libra have that connection. Anyways, I get told about it every day. Anyways, Carla walks around very, very giddy. She talks to Gabriel. She's like, "You're cool with voting Owen because I'm playing my idol." And Gabriel's like, "Sure, girl." And he talks to Owen, and she's like, "You're cool with voting Gabriel. I'm playing my idol." And I was like, "Sure, girl."
She really walking around here preaching this plan, this plan that's not happening, this plan that's made by someone who's literally going home.
So after this, Cody talks to Owen, and he's like, "Girl, I lied to Carla." And I was like, "I know."
They guys are up so nasty. Like, it was so bad. Carla literally walking around the camp smiling. Yeah, y'all, I have an idol. And I'm laying it. And Cody right here, let's get Carla out.
Give me an Emmy. Like, girl.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. It was bad for my girl. It sucks because that was my girl.
She's still my bitch, but
still my girl. But
it's like,
she my girl from home. And you got to support. You got to support them through the thick and thin.
Yeah.
And that's the issue because this is the thin.
And it's hard.
Home.
But I'm still for her.
She's been hanging on the thread for a while. It's like, But anyway, damn, Sister James vote. Why are you voting out James?
Oh, God. It's really been bad since then. It's really been bad
since then. A while ago.
Honestly, though, in general, the season went downhill after James went home. I mean,
it did.
No shade.
It did. When you take out the melanin, what do they have? No shade. He was last. Oh. So, basically, Cody tells them the real plan. And he has a montage of him going around the real plan. And me and Lee were on the phone. And I was like, Carla not going home. Yeah. Because you're not going to have a montage of Cody telling this plan this damn early in the episode. if Carla's for real going home.
And it was also giving Cody is probably going because he was way just too confident. I'm gonna have my idol in top 5. Carla's gone, and all the guys gonna be in top 4. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Yeah.
So he has his montage. He goes around to everybody. He tells everybody the plan or whatever, and everyone seems happy about it. And then at the end, he's telling Jesse, he's like, and me and Jesse are always on the same page. I just love Jesse. I just love Jesse so
Jesse.
much. And his pussy was leaking.
Here comes Jesse.
And here comes Jesse.
What's going on?
Jesse has his diary room. And Jesse's like, oh, this is a great plan for Cody. But for me, it's not giving. And essentially, Jesse's idea is if someone creates a plan, why the fuck would I do that? Because it's a boost on their resume. So this is a boost on Cody's resume, not on mine. So let's think of something else. So Jesse has a diary room, and in this diary room of this, he starts crying because he's like, it sucks because everyone talks about how happy they are to be here. It's a vacation for me, but I'm playing for my kids, for my wife. You know, I got a family. And me, you know, he has to play for me and his family. Like us.
Up!
And it's like, I just loved watching the diary room because like he stays thinking of me. It's crazy.
Oh my god! Please call he delusional.
What?
Delusional.
The truthful. I don't know.
Ooh.
The lies got stuck in my throat. But so after this, Jesse's like, yeah, it's giving Cody. Oh, so keep in mind, Jesse has Cody's idol and Janine's idol.
Poor Janine.
At this moment. So Jesse talks to Owen and he says, Owen, we got each other. And I was like, we got each other because Owen's gonna listen to any man.
Anybody that comes on the plan, he is all ears because he ain't coming up with shit on his own.
And what was that? So Jesse says, Owen, sure, the plan is cute, but what if we do what I want? I'm listening. So Jesse was like, and what I want is, how about I play? Did he say at this moment he's gonna play his idol on Owen? I think so. Or did he say he's gonna play it himself?
I don't think he specifically said anything. I think he said he's gonna play his
idol. Okay.
And so then that's gonna spook Carla into playing hers. All right. So we flesh both idols. And honestly, I mean, great plan because it's a great plan because it also sets him up for even a better look at the jury when he plays Janine's idol the next round. Yep. So, I mean, Jesse, that brain, that mind.
It's mine. So, Jesse says, why did I say that? Jesse says, Owen, I have Cody's idol. Cody does not have Cody's idol. And I was like, ooh. He's like, I'm going to play it tonight. And you know what? I don't think he said who he's going to play it on because if he would have told them he's playing it on someone else, it would give them the leverage to just vote him. Which I was nervous about. So I don't think he said who. He just said, I'm going to play it. And then he said, when I play it, me, you, Gabler, and Cassidy can just vote Cody. It'll spook Carla into playing her idol, of course. And that's the plan. After this, Owen, Gabler, Cassidy, Jesse kind of all tumultuously combine their thoughts. And they talk here and there, and then they all get in a group and talk, and they decide that's what we got to do. So they're like, are we switching the plan? We switching the plan. And they switch the plan, and that's what they're going to do. They're going to vote Cody, and Jesse's going to play that idol.
And I think it just also... And and here's the disconnect because Jesse is going after his closest ally, but Jesse clearly has other connections in the game that he can fall back on when that ally goes. The difference between that and what Carla did with Cassidy, just going and got nobody else and quickly became the next target, even when she brought up targeting her own ally. Literally. So it's just like clearly you see the difference in when your ally needs to go and when they don't.
Mm-hmm. So going into this tribal council. Carla thinks the plan is that her and Cody are gagging the entire tribe, and neither of them are playing their idol. Cody thinks the plan is that everybody in the tribe is gagging Carla, and neither of them are playing our idols, but Carla's going home. And Jesse has the real plan, which is that he's gagging Cody.
But his plan was getting messed up, child.
Because right before his trial,
here comes Cody randomly. Cody ain't asked for his idol. in about 14 days, bitch.
The half of the season. You know, it's when I almost forgot. But half of the season, this nigga ain't asked for nothing back.
Not once.
Today he want to ask, let me get my idol back.
Oh, I know Jesse was dead.
I would have been gone.
Idol? What idol? I thought boy. Get somebody else to do it.
Get somebody else to do it. So Cody.
Wait.
Jesse give it back.
So did Jesse have to give it back?
He didn't have to give it back.
He could have been like, no, nigga.
Yeah. No. He could have been, I know, of course. I think he was like, I don't want to say no because I don't want him to know and then turn the tables.
You remember the Ricard and Shane? Yes, okay, Ricard, give it back. Why? Well, are you just gonna vote me? That trouble was so nasty.
I'm not gonna vote you, but it's my advantage. Why can't I just hold it until we make it?
Ricard Loki gagged up. No shade.
Ricard gagged. No, and honestly, it was good because I don't think she would have voted him out. But why are you asking me for it back right before the vote?
Right.
Shan had some balls. I'll give her that.
Mother. Oh, she's
Shan might be father the amount of balls she had. Because the way she was making JD give her his advantage 3 times, then voted him out, didn't vote him out, then voted him out the second time she asked for it. She was telling Ricard to give her his shit back. It was crazy, girl. Shan is that girl. The girls here, maybe Jesse. But the other girls here, maybe James.
Ooh, imagine hero versus villain, Shan and Jesse on the same tribe.
That would be a good duo. That would be a great duo.
I think Jesse would 100% try to get Shan out.
1000%. I don't think he would do it early though. I think Jesse's like a time.
That's the sad thing about Shan. Like I feel like there's a returning season with the new era players. Like she is kind of gonna be the person everyone's like.
She gotta go. She would have to go because she started off this era. She was the first drop to 4 leader 1 it girl. Mm-hmm. So she has a bigger kind of pedestal to her name because she was the first one to be that girl, you know. So,
but maybe the work I don't know because I don't know because I'm thinking like maybe because she got out pretty early, you know, as opposed to like some of the other fraternities that's probably gonna be there because she went on 8th on her season, but it's like her legacy is still so huge.
7th, no, it was 8th. Damn, 8th is kind of low.
But she did so much. Like that's the thing. Shan is a huge part of that season going home that early. And I will say, I mean, after she went home, I wasn't too gagged to watch. So I don't remember much that happened after she went. No shade. I was so distraught that I skipped the Leona episode. I had to go back and watch that on my rewatch. And then after that, I didn't give a damn.
At all. It was so bad. I'm not gonna go down that road. But in the tribal council, everybody's thinking something different, but the only one who got the real plan is the it girl Jessie. So literally going into the tribal, they start getting asked kind of questions about it, and Carla is playing dumb. She's acting like she's gonna play her idol. She's kind of playing it up a lot. And to me, it was obvious. I was like, girl, clearly you're not gonna try to play your idol because the way you're talking about it. She was like, yeah, I'm just gonna play my idol for sure. And Jeff was like, why? And she's like, I mean, I just feel like I should play it. And I was like, okay, girl, please. And it's interesting because we got a lot of jury shots this episode. They were whispering, gagging, and there was a point where Jessie was like, you know, I just sat back and I let everybody else decide to vote. And you see the jury, they was like, what? You just let everybody say, like, what is Jessie doing? And it was given like they weren't too gagged about Jessie. And I was getting a little scared, I'm not gonna lie. But girl, at the podium, he says, if anybody would like to play their idol, and it's a big ass pause. And after the big ass pause, Jesse's like, Jesse's real cute with it too. He's like so adorable.
It's so awkward though, because like this is literally Cody's idol. Like I felt so bad for Cody.
And it's like when he raised his hand, it's like Cody knows, like, not this nigga finna play my idol that he just asked me back for. That we didn't know he asked him back for, but he ended up doing. Because the goal was that Jesse needed to reconvince Cody to give him his idol back. Clearly he did. I thought he would be able to. It shouldn't be that hard. He let you have it for years, mate. So he did, and Jesse is now currently standing up to use Cody's idol in front of that man's face. And mind you, everyone in the jury kind of knew Cody and Carla had the idols. So Jesse standing up to play an idol, it's like, where does idol come from? And after Jesse plays it, Carla plays hers. Carla's shooken up, the plan works, she plays hers. And the jury's like, Cody's not playing it? And they're like, oh, Cody doesn't have an idol. Who has his idol? And Jesse literally has this man's fucking idol.
He plays his closest ally idol and then orchestrates his blindside. I mean, Jesse,
after orchestrating Dwight, his husband's ally,
after crying and saying how much he loved Noelle and getting her ass out, voting out neck of his island mama.
As Janine's idol and help Janine get the fuck out.
Like, this man is so nasty.
He was
after
like one of the main reasons Ellie got out.
Playing in Carla's face, turning her on her closest ally, and just eating it up.
I'm gonna pull up the faces, but I remember he was one of the main catalysts for Ellie getting out. Because James went to Jesse and said, Ellie said this is this, and Jesse was like, oh, okay, that bitch can go. And then after that bitch went. Like, the fuck? And it's like, let me stop calling that girl that. But it's like, Jesse really made everybody go home. I'm finna pull it up in a minute. So after this, Jesse plays his idol, Carla plays her idol, and Cody is out. The jury is gagged. They're like, Jesse, that was Jesse.
It was Jesse. Hey, Jesse!
And it's like, at this point, we know Jesse's making it to Final Four because he has that girl's idol. Her name? Janine's idol. So he's making it to Final Four, definitely. The only way Jesse can lose is by, honestly, in my opinion, fire making, because no way the jury wouldn't vote him. He's the only person who's played the game. No shade. Well. So at this point, I just think either he's losing fire making or he's winning the game. Those are his two options. And
I'm hoping he just wins it. I'm hoping he just wins it at this point because he deserves it. He really deserves it. Like, I will not be happy about any other winner other than maybe Carla. I just don't think Carla's getting there. So, yeah.
Yeah. I hate Jesse. So, I'm going to go ahead and pull up these motherfucking player ratings, and we are going to get to rating the players or whatever.
Oh my god, we're almost done.
We only have 6 people to rate. Right.
Finale's next week, right?
Or no? Finale's next week, yes. Confirmed.
No, it's confirmed?
I thought they said it on the episode. I wasn't paying attention.
I swear they didn't promote the next time. It didn't give next time on the finale.
I thought they. Oh wait, maybe they didn't.
Comment
it, y'all. Comment. Is it
so? I'm interested though, because usually the finale is 5 people. This time it's only gonna be 4.
That's what I'm saying. No, it gotta be the finale. Can somebody?
I don't remember them saying that. Next time, because next time they say, "Oh, it's Survivor," or something like that. It didn't give that.
It didn't give that. Can y'all tell me, please? Oh no, somebody just said. In fact, this is the 3rd season in a row where the last 2 women standing are from the same tribe and are in the finale. So, was it confirmed that it was the finale? Please, hello? Can y'all hear us?
That didn't have anything to do with it being the finale.
But it said the last 2 women standing are from the same tribe.
That was just a fact that they were giving. That doesn't necessarily.
And they're including this season. The last 2 women from this are from the same tribe and are in the finale, right?
Like,
yeah, next week. Yes, next week's the finale. Yes, next week's the finale. Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, getting scared. No, because honestly, I didn't know. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, it's a little delayed. I know I'm begging y'all. Y'all probably gonna be like, "Why are you begging?" So, what would you rate Cody as an overall player now that he is Shagon?
Child, I mean, Cody, I have to just say it's a 5. I think, clearly socially he was set up pretty well. I think it had a lot to do with how Jesse was placed. I mean, at this point, he was attached to the smartest player in the game, and he made it pretty far. Low-key based off of that. I don't think I will say I have to give him more credit strategically than I would have that I have been doing. I think that strategically he has definitely shown to be better than I thought originally, but still it's still just he is very dependent on Jesse, another person, and that dependency is what took him out of the game. So I mean I'm gonna end it at a 5.
Okay. I like that for him because he's been a 5 for a while, first of all. And I think the gameplay, what I like about Jesse is that he actually played the game. He definitely had active moments, and I feel like that alone makes me feel like he's just at least an active player, which honestly isn't as common as it should be. And I think that he's played decently well, but he leaned a lot on Jesse. And I feel like because he leaned a lot on Jesse, that shows me he couldn't really, not that he couldn't do it on his own, but it seems like he felt like he needed Jesse, and that's not good. So I'm gonna just keep it at the 5 too. He can win a challenge. He probably could have won the game on the right day, but that's a 5, on the right day. Good luck. Yeah. How do you feel about Do Nothing Ask Cassidy? We gave her 3.5s last time.
I mean, like, we just get nothing from Cassidy. If she wins at this point, it's what? Like, where is the winner in the edit at all? Like, I just we're getting shit, especially if next week's the finale and she wins. Like, nothing. Literally nothing. I mean, I guess she wasn't the vote this time, but it's just a lot of these players. It's like I don't know what to say. I have no idea what to say because we have not seen anything at all from Cassidy, and it's like I guess she's winning the immunities. I don't know if the jury respects her at all, but the Edgic is saying that she might win. I don't know. I'm gonna just say it's a 4. I mean, she wasn't one of the votes this time. I guess she was in on the plan and she won immunity. You know, there's not much to say about Cassidy. Like consistently, she's shown us nothing. No shade. I don't know what to say.
The reason I keep going like down on these players who still haven't shown nothing is because I feel like the closer we get to the end, the more you should be doing. So the fact that they're still not doing anything and we keep getting closer and closer, it just makes me want to give them lower and lower ratings. But I feel like it's hard because the closer you get to the end, the more likely it is for you to win. So it's kind of like, well, now what? Because Cassidy definitely could win. But honestly, in my opinion, if I was in the game, I know Owen didn't do anything, but if I was in the game, I feel like I probably would even vote Owen over Cassidy being in the game, just because of his quotation story. That whatever, no shade, but you know, I just feel like Cassidy and Owen have both done nothing, and at least Cassidy has won multiple immunities. Owen has won immunity too. I feel like Cassidy hasn't been in the bottom of on the wrong side of the vote that often at all. Has she ever? Maybe she has never. Cassidy.
I mean, it's but like she's really only been included in things. That's really what it comes down to.
She hasn't created any. She hasn't done anything. So for me, it's gonna be a 3. If she wins, it doesn't like the issue. The issue with some of these players at this end of the game is that them winning isn't gonna change my opinion on their rating. I feel like it should, but it's not. Like it kind of did with Mary Ann. It kind of did with Erica. Like if Erica didn't win, I probably wouldn't see her that highly at all. If Marianne didn't win, I probably wouldn't see her as high as I did because I think I gave her like a 9 or a 10. But if Cassidy wins, I'm still gonna give her a 3 probably. And it's like that sucks because I just feel like there's nothing I can give her credit for or credit her to. It wasn't her social game. It wasn't her like I haven't seen no proof. So it's gonna be a 3 for me. Gabler, I would give Gabler. I gave him a 5 last time. I feel like he's done a lot of talk. Yeah, and hasn't done a lot of things.
Like at this point, the finale is next episode, babe.
Yeah, like it was a point where I was excited,
but it pisses me off because what's the point of that edit? What's the point of showing him say he doesn't trust Jesse and Cody? What's the point of showing him have these diagrams saying I'm in a good spot, I'm on the open, and people don't really see me coming? I guess because he's a finalist. It's just like, wow, did they really have nothing to show for any of the finalists this year? Because what the hell?
What the fuck?
Like, I thought it was setting him up to do a move. And it still may happen. It's top 5. 2 people have to go. But it's just like, is it going to be much for me to be like, ooh, I don't know. I'm annoyed. I'm really just annoyed. Because I feel like Jesse and Carla not winning. And I'm just like,
I'm going to give Gabler a 5. I mean, I'm going to give him a 4.5. Like, he hasn't done anything in, like, many, many rounds.
Yeah. I'm gonna say it's a 5. I love the diary room. I genuinely feel like if Jesse or Carla does not win, he probably should. No shade to Cassidy or Owen.
I'll shade to them.
But like Sarah said, I mean, this one is giving all talk. We have not seen anything. Maybe he does something in these next episodes. However, it's top 5, so it's like a move at top 5. Is it really a move or is it just the game? I mean, it's like, what else are you gonna do? I don't know. I just it's a 5 because at the end of the day, and we've said this before, a player like Gabler and a more competitive season would probably have been out or would be nowhere near considered a player. They wouldn't be able to do an edit for it. It's just here in this season, it feels like it's forced as well as Cassidy and Owens edit. It's like, okay, you need something to show at this point, don't you?
Next we have my man. Jesse. I gave him.
He get what he wants.
That's thing. He's gotten what he wants like the last 5 rounds. And that's thing. I was waiting to pull this up to see how many votes Jesse ran. It was all of them except the one he wasn't in, which was James. He was a big part of Ellie going home. The reason Dwight went home, and because Dwight went home, kind of the reason Janine went home. The reason Ryan, Noel, Sammy, and Cody all went out. Jesse has ran damn near every single vote. The first couple of votes, there was influence from James.
Yeah. Some from Carla,
and some from Carla, but Jesse was a part of it, of every single vote. Period.
Yeah. When
And
James
he was
went
the reason for
home,
some of them.
After James going, Jesse, I would say, definitively
Every single vote.
ran this vote. So
Definitively.
I mean,
he ran the game, and I've been holding out, giving him a 9 and a 10 and all of that, mostly
but
because
next
of
week is the
Edgic,
finale.
and mostly because of Edgic, and also this round I was scared because of Carla's idol, and because Cody was still there, and I was like, oh, is he gonna give him his idol? But he just used the idol and got Cody out. So it's honestly, I'm gonna give him a 10. I did it.
Ooh,
I'm gonna give him a 10 because he has an idol for Final 5. He is automatically in Final 4 already. He got out one of his biggest competitions. He slighted Carla so much that even if he ends up in Final 3 with the next best player, he still should beat her because he's made her look stupid for the past 3 rounds. He's played phenomenally. If he doesn't win, it's because of a twist that has been bad since it was created. Yeah. And I feel like that's not even fair. So what am I
hope he does not go home. I hope he does not go home because of fire making. Like that.
I think he's going home because
if he loses that fire making, Jeff, you have a explicitly worded letter coming your way. Email maybe, I don't know. Because I'm just tired of it. Somebody's getting on my nerves. It's getting on my nerves when Jesse loses because of fire making. I'm gonna say it's a 9. It's really hard for me to give someone a 10. I don't give out many 10s because I just don't think anyone's really fully at that level of just. Because here's just a perfect number for me. It is. Like, it has to just be straight perfection. I don't see anyone at that level necessarily.
He just looks perfect. And that was enough for me.
You're a man. But, he's been playing really, really well. I hope he wins. I think he definitely deserves it. No one else does. I mean, compared to him. Sorry. No one compares to him deserves it. And if he's sitting in that Final 3 and he loses, it's going to even be a bigger problem. But I just think that would be the best ending to the season, Jesse winning. It's just... It doesn't it feel like Jesse's edit. I feel like you can make arguments that Owen's edit could look a little bit better. You can make arguments that Cassidy has been in the edit more than Jesse has. Like, I feel like we see Jesse, but not. We don't like. We do have.
We could have gotten so much more. We could have gotten.
We could have got so much more. Like, of course, we have those character moments about him being in the gang and. Going to Berkeley and getting out of it. But those were shown earlier in the season when everyone was kind of getting them. We had another one when the letters happened a little bit, but I feel like we consistently get that from other players. Where it's come with Jesse, it's like, we'll show him strategically, and that's about it. I don't know if that really affects much, but, I mean, other people we see like that. I mean, Omer's a good example. We would only see Omer come in as that strategic force. On the background, his personally, we would see it here and there, but that wasn't the brink of his arc. So I don't know. I'm praying. I'm hoping because this season needs a good winner. It does to be considered a good season. I'm saying because it's been ticking down, but at this point, like
because that's the thing,
would be the only good winner here. I think Carlo would still be a good winner, but Jesse deserves it.
And that's the thing. I think honestly, Jesse win could almost save the season because let's be honest, it's been bad. It's been a bad season. But Jesse winning, he probably would be regarded as one of the best winners ever. And that would make the season have a whole flip of a view in my mind. Because it would go from being this terrible season that was boring and no one did nothing to actually Jesse just ran the entire season. Period. And won the game. And he's now one of the best winners, comparable to, the winners at War Girlies. But I'm not sure he's going to win. If you're just joining, sorry if I gagged y'all a little bit with a tweet. Y'all thought it was an interview. My bad. But if you're just joining, my theory is that because of the edit Owens given, it's seeming like his edit might have been boosted in order to hide the terrible twist of the fire making that might cause Owen to beat Jesse. And in that case, the season is a terrible season because of the twist of the fire making challenge. Period. Honestly, that would be basically the only reason because without that twist, Jesse probably would win and Jesse would make it a good season. But if that twist happens and that's why Jesse goes home, it's fucked up because we had terrible players, terrible cast, damn near, and we got James who went home and it's like, fuck, I guess it was the game. Carla went home, fuck, I guess it was game. And the last person we have who can save the season is going home not even because of the game, but because of a dumbass twist. Like, they didn't even get him out. That's the thing. It's different if, we outsmarted Jesse and got him out. No. It's a twist. And he has to make a fire. What? And that's it? That's it? Has to make a fire? And now y'all have the worst season ever? It's probably gonna happen. But anyways, how you feel about Carla? Corla.
Carla, it's just these last few rounds. It hasn't been good for my sister. I gotta give it that 6. I do. I have to give it that 6. She got
Strong
she got
six.
played
She's
out
holding
of she
on.
got played out of losing her idol. And really the
Bad.
downfall came from deciding to vote out Cassidy, or well, trying to vote out Cassidy, based on something that Sammy told you, the man who literally voted you out the round before. It's just I just don't see how Carla is honestly taking these plans seriously. I don't. I really don't. I guess being on that island, you're not too sure about anything that's happening and you have to make a move. I just don't see how, in her mind, Cassidy is that move for her. And she is not even the one at the forefront. I don't know. It's just she's really just not forging her path to that win. She's just not doing it. And I felt earlier in the season that may be a problem for Carla. Like, when is she going to be able to just really take those reins and start maneuvering through? And I think socially she does that well. Socially, she's always able to have these life rafts and have someone else who is willing to work with her. I mean, one of the main reasons why she's still here this round is because Jesse felt like she needed to stay for his game. Not necessarily work that she put in, but that just shows socially that she's someone who walks around. Someone who's not good at socially would never be seen as good for someone's game. That's just point blank, period. So that's good for her. I don't think these last few rounds is representation of how Carla is as an overall player or her potential. It's just she has been getting played, and it really sucks to see. It really sucks to see. Like, it's just a big fall from grace that I do think could have easily been avoided. But we're here now.
We're here now. Honestly, I have to give Carla the 6 too. I think after Jesse, like, if Carla was to make it a final 3, she deserves and probably still will win the game. And I think that's because she's played a good game for at least half of it, maybe even a little bit more than half. It's just this end stretch where it's like it's been falling down because her strategy just isn't all the way there. Like Lee said, she's gotten played a good few times recently. And it's like it just brings her down. But she's still really good at the challenges. She's still one of the best girls at the challenges. The girl had a twisted leg. And she still almost won this immunity this round. And she didn't even need to because she didn't go home. Did she waste her idol? She did. But this was like I feel like she got played by playing her idol by accident this round. But it's top 6, so it's like playing your idol at top 6 instead of top 5. It's like, how mad can I be? Not too mad, but you still got played, and then you got played the round before, and you got played the round before, and you voted out James. You try to vote out, and it's like, damn, she's just been doing bad. But I still think she deserves to win over a lot of these people. Her social game is still phenomenal, like Lee said. There's something about her social game that's making specifically someone like Jesse, who's running the game, want to keep dragging her along a little bit. Like, he knows she's a threat. He's been known she's a threat. He knew about her idol freaking 5 rounds ago, and he's still allowing her to still be in this game because he probably likes her. Let's be honest. It hasn't been explicitly said, but the truth be told, it probably is because Jesse just likes Carla a little bit more. There's been times where people have mentioned her name, and he's had a diary, and he's like, maybe something else. It's like, why? You just like her. And it's like, she has that effect on a lot of people. It's happened multiple times. And I think that alone has gotten her to Final 5. And that's kind of OP because her strategy has never really been there. Let's be honest. No shade. And I think that she's gotten here alone on her amazing, phenomenal social game. So she's still gonna get that 6 for me. Now, Owen.
And she's always gonna be mother, so that's that.
Now, Owen. I'll let you start because you know me.
I mean, at this point, Owen and Cassie's game, I just feel like are just so similar at this point. Two people who edit-wise, who have just been shown, and I think in very positive lights, despite lacking strategically. I think it's a 4 for Owen as well. At this point, I've been saying this, and this is why I don't just give certain players like 2s and 1s, because at this point, I genuinely believe any of these 5 people could potentially win this game, especially if Jesse is out pre-phone 3, Jesse and Carla. If the phone 3 ends up Cassie, Owen, and Gabler, any one of the 3 can win. Undeservingly so, no shade, but any one of the 3 can win. I feel like he's essentially in the same place as Cassidy doing nothing. So it's a 4.
Yeah, last round I gave Owen a 1. And I don't think he's played any better than last round. I will say I appreciate the beginning where he tried to kind of push the wedge between Carla and Cassidy, but it's like
I do as well. I do as well, but it didn't really go anywhere, and it was annoying. About
it was already created.
He'll have a diary room. My plan is to get out Carla this week. She needs to be the next vote. 1, she didn't go home. That's 1. 2, we don't see him put in actual work. Like him telling Cassidy, that's not organizing votes. That's not creating a plan. That's not creating a strategy. That's not talking to people and orchestrating this. That's one messy ass thing that could have really turned out badly on you, but Cassie didn't even originally believe it. She believed it when Jesse confirmed it, not when Owen said it.
Mm-hmm. Literally. So, Owen for me, it just never gave good player. If he wins, it's not going to give a good player. The reason that I had Cassidy above him last round is because I felt like Cassidy was in the majority. Cassidy has, by fact, been in a lot of the majority of the votes, and for me, that shows that she has at least the capability to explain that she's been in the majority of the votes. While Owen has been in the minority of the votes for most of the game, he hasn't known what's going on most of the game. And he's also done nothing to change that most of the game. So for me, that's worse. Also, Cassidy has shown to be better at challenges. I think it's very likely Cassidy just wins 5 and 4 and then makes it to final 3. So I feel like Cassidy's chances of winning are greater because she's probably going to win one of those or both of those immunities. Owen, we've only seen him win one immunity, I think, maybe 2. No, I think it was just 1. And no, it was 2.
I think it's been 2.
I think it was 2. Was it? Yeah, I think it was 2. And Cassidy is 1 2 also. But Cassidy's done better, like in general, and I feel like that puts her a leg up. And I feel like Owen hasn't been in any of the majority of the votes. The one was playing in his face. Let me be for real this time. I'll give him a 2. Dead ass. No, and I'm being for real this time. Like, I think it's a deserved 2. There's that. Let me put them in order. Here we go. Of course. Oh, goddamn.
Oh no.
Of course, Jesse is at the top. I see he's been for the last infinity amount of rounds. Carla's still in second place, even though she's been flopping. No, hey, Gabler's still in third. Go King. Cody got out, so he's no longer here, and Cassidy's still in fourth, and Owen's still in fifth. We're in the same place as they were last time, as they should be. The unfortunate thing is that the 3 people at the end are probably going to be the final 3. The most unfortunate thing is that it's not even Gabler of the 3 who's going to win when he's probably playing the best. But hey, we move. Let me show y'all these motherfucking drafts. Y'all, I lost the draft, which is terrible. Because,
but what else is new?
Honestly, first of all, what else is new?
What else is new?
But it's frustrating for me because I feel like I consistently pick the people who be driving the strategy, driving the game forward.
You did pick Daniel first in Big Brother 24, so
and he did win the first HOH.
But drive the strategy. You're just bad at picking the first
people. HOH,
and it's okay. He didn't drive shit in that first HOH. Be clear, but
that's true. That's true.
Yeah, babe, you're just bad at picking people. It's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna win yet another draft. What's the numbers on that? Let me see. It's gonna be 17-10. Wow. Should we restart for you?
You won with Cassidy. Yay.
Oh. So now you're judging Cassidy.
We can just talk. No, not just Cassidy. I feel like your winners are just not necessarily.
No, I will say I'll give you that. I'll give you that. You low key deserve to win. Jesse and Carly deserve to win the season. You deserve to win, but that's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about the strategy in the season. We're talking about this competition of the draft, where I'm better than you at it.
I don't know.
And you're mad.
I don't know. I just feel like when it comes to choosing people who can drive
give me that strategy.
Extendo. When they choosing people who can drive the strategy, I just feel like I eat that up.
Catch it.
Catch it up. Because I don't know, maybe Daniel didn't run his HOAs, but that crazy girl Paloma did, and I picked that girl.
Look, you got
I'm pick the people
you have Big Brother Canada.
Well.
You have Big Brother Canada.
It's not my fault. The winners have been bad. Taylor and Marianne.
And I won with both of them. They're
the good ones.
But I won. But it's not all the way out. You have Big Brother Canada coming. You have Survivor 44. You have Big Brother 25.
I think I just need to start picking bad players like you. I guess that's what I should start doing.
Okay, so Taylor and Marianne's a bad players. Let me go ahead. Let me let them know what you said. Let me know what you said.
Not them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But everyone else, the 15 other.
We good. Hello? You pause? You good?
Because why am I losing? Again.
You're terrible. I
had Carla, Jesse, and James. I'm losing to a Cassidy? Girl, bye.